Okay, yo, Frank back again. Frank Jolly back again. Let me try to get some music out of this. Yo, yeah. Today, we're just going to go through some words that are known as homophones. Homophones. These are nothing to do with the gay movement or whatever. Homophones are those who are words that sound the same but have different meanings. Now, I'm actually speaking on the Malaysian context. The Malaysian context is the pronunciation that is the Malaysians make as far as this homophones is concerned. And I got somebody to prepare some flashcards. They're giving to me at random. Actually, I don't even go through them, but I just go through them at random. This is a word called there and there. These are both pronounced the same, it's there. But of course, we Malaysians, the THER is pronounced as dia. I don't know, it sounds like dia as in the Malay word dia, dia, aku dan saya dan dia. Dia, how you spell dia? Dia is spelled like this, D-I-A. On top there you see the word dia. So this is pronounced as dia, but actually it's wrong. It's pronounced as there. So let's make a sentence out of this. Their house is over there. Their house is over there. So this their house is over there. It's the same. These two words sound exactly the same. They are homophones. Okay, and let's go through some. Okay, like this word flower and flower. Okay, now if you look at this word flower, it's I struck off the W because if it's flower, you notice that this I wrote something on top there. It's called a triphthong. It's not a flower. It's not a two-syllable word. Like flower and let's go to a few words like flower and tower and towel. Okay, flower, tower, flower, towel, and there's word flower. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that this flower and this flower are homophones, and this flower is not a two-syllable word like tower and towel. Tower and towel. It's actually a triphthong. The words actually flow one to another. You pronounce it as like, for example, tower is pronounced as tower. The Eiffel Tower. You notice that if there's a British guy saying the Eiffel Tower, he won't say the Eiffel Tower. Okay, and if it's if the guy is selling towels, he won't say I'm selling towels. He says towel. And the same thing, flower. Flower is pronounced as F-L-O-U-R, flower. Okay, same pronunciation. The flower and the flour that you bake your cakes with is actually the same pronunciation. And let's come across, see what we have. The word right. Okay, right. The W there. The W is silent, and even the other right, the G is. You see, the best way to pronounce this word right is to spell it the Malay spelling. Okay, I'm going to try and write it. This Malay spelling is actually R-A-I-T. That's it. Both words you spell R-A-I-T. I wish we could spell it like this, R-A-I-T, because a lot of the young Malay boys, they when I was teaching, they tend to pronounce it as riga-hata. And there's a lot of programs on YouTube whereby they pronounce every word, and it is like Google is pronounced as Google, whatever. They just pronounce it exactly as how they see the letters. So if you see this letter Righad, you pronounce it as Righad. But actually, both words were right, and Righad is both pronounced as R-A-I-T, right. That's all. And even if you look at Daniel Jones' dictionary, the phonetic spelling for both these words is R-A-I-T. Okay, that's basically it. That's how we pronounce it. I wish we could spell it as R-A-I-T for both words according to the phonetics, which is the way that they spell baku, bahasa baku, ba ku, and nothing else. Okay, they spell it exactly how it is sound like, and that's the reason why when the Bangladeshi comes to Malaysia, they can learn. When they come to Malaysia, they can learn Bahasa Malaysia in 1 month, because you just have to follow the spelling. But in the English, the words do not follow the spelling. That's the problem. That's the problem with the English language. Okay, because it's. See, the English language derived from so many languages: the French, the Germanic, or whatever, the Greek and the Aramaic and the Arabic, and all. They evolved. It evolved. So unlike Bahasa Baku, they evolved. So they spell differently. Let's see this word. Okay, horse, and the word horse, HOARS. If your voice, like my voice, horse voice, okay, so I sound more like a horse then. A horse sounds like hee, and if the horse has a horse voice, then it'll sound like me, the horse with the horse voice. Okay, I got a sentence there written: the horse with the horse voice. Back to here and here. These two words are spelled the same. Okay, so again the spelling again. Okay, here. I mean, HEAR, yeah, you can get the word here from there, but you can't get here from here. Here is more like her. Her. So, but they are both pronounced the same, here. And this is also, no, this is not a triphthong, this is the diphthong, ear. It slides from E to ear. Here. So both pronounced here, and this word war. In phonetics is just you go to Daniel Jones and just get how the. But basically it's war and war. War and war is the same word. Okay. Here the Malaysians mistake. They all pronounce it as war. I wore a shirt. Actually, woe is W-O-E. If you take the R out from war. This is war. If you take the R out from here, it becomes woe, and woe is something like if you are in big trouble. Woe be me, or something like that. That's how the Shakespeare says. Shakespeare says, woe be me. That means I am really in trouble. I'm in bunny rubble trouble. Okay, bunny rubble is something else. That is what's the word for bunny rubble trouble? That's the Cockney rhyme thing, lah. Okay, so here war and war. W-O-R-E and W-A-R, war and war is the same things. So I make a sentence here. They wore green helmets during the Second World War. They wore green helmets during the Second World War. Same, okay, the same pronunciation for both. There's also the soul and soul. Okay, soul is your soul. Only your soul goes to heaven. The sole of your feet doesn't go to heaven. The soul of your there's a soul cafe in somewhere in, I think in KL or whatever. And this guy says, I'm the sole owner of the Soul Cafe. Sole owners of the Soul Cafe. Same pronunciation. The sole owner of the Soul Cafe. And there is a C and C. This is the same. Okay, don't pronounce it one as C, Sia, S-I-A, is C. You can see the sea from the beach. You can see the sea from the beach. And then he rode, R-O-D-E and R-O-D. This is actually, if you really want to follow the British pronunciation of road, it's actually pronounced as road. Okay, he rode the bike on the road. He rode the bike on the road. So the pronunciation is somewhat of a diphthong thing. It's not road. It's a road. road, British style. American, of course, is differently. Americans should say road. He rode a bike. He rode a bike on the road. British is he rode a bike on the road. It's like musically sound whatever lah. Anyway, so basically this is what I'm going to run through today with you as far as the homophones is concerned. Hopefully you're learning something from it. I will keep on downloading as much as I can on these homophones and diphthongs, briphthongs, or you don't have to learn all the jargon, okay, diphthongs, but whatever I learned in Cambridge under Daniel Jones and all this phonetics and all that. You don't have to know the terms for it. Just know how to pronounce the words and don't pronounce it wrong. Just pronounce it right. R-A-I-T. So in the meantime, this is Frank Jolly saying bye for now. I hope to meet up with you all again on my next lesson. I don't know what is it about. I just think about it I just pluck it from the air. I mean, from the top of my head, from the just from the top of my head. I just keep thinking about all the problems that we have as far as English is concerned, all the mistakes that the school children make, and a lot of the parents actually ask me to teach their children because there is an emphasis on English now. I don't know why. At one time, there was an emphasis. At first, during my time, I was born during the British occupation. They inculcated the English language. We have to learn the English language. I went to RTM. We were having all the news and bulletins and whatever. We had it all in English. And then came Bahasa Malaysia, where the emphasis was in Bahasa Malaysia. So the education system, everything went to Bahasa Malaysia, where the English actually had digressed and degenerated. So now there's emphasis on English back again, and especially our politicians, they seem to be lacking the English, and I don't know. They make fun of it. I do not seriously at this juncture. I would not ever criticize the poor English of our politicians or whatever. I'm not, because they grew up with English as their second language. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, unfortunately, English is my first language. It's my mother tongue. My father spoke to me in English, and I went to school to learn Bahasa Malaysia. So I'm proficient in Bahasa Malaysia too, and even other languages like Mandarin and stuff like that. But remember, my first language is English. So I'm not here to criticize anybody who speaks English, okay? I'm just here to help if those who want to learn how to pronounce the words correctly. That's basically it, okay? Nothing else. And this is Frank signing off for today. Bye for now. In the meantime, remember, subscribe to my channel. The word is at the bottom there. Subscribe to my channel, and please help me. Surprisingly, the number of my subscribers are rising up very fast. I started doing this a few months ago, and I started off with teaching the guitar, and then ended up people were saying that when I taught the guitar, I spoke in English that was kind of I don't know, maybe not 100% British, not 100% British, not 100% American. I can speak American if I really wanted to. Yo, bro, what's happening, bro? Yeah, whatever. That's, I think, more Portuguese. I mean, I think there's more Negro, whatever. But they said that I could really help out to teach the younger generations how to speak English the way it is spoken in the West, or rather the way it's spoken. Now everybody realizes how the English is spoken because they have YouTube. The young children are learning all the nursery rhymes and all that from YouTube, and the younger kids, I'm surprised, the younger ones, the 2-year-old, 3-year-old kids are speaking American like the American. Yo, what's up, bro? They talk to me. I run so fast, I need to move down this guy. I said, hey, this doesn't sound like British. This sounds like what you hear in cowboy movies, or the way George Bush or the presidents of America speak. But the younger generation, 2-year-old, 3-year-old kids, are beginning to sound like how they sound in American cartoons and stuff like that. So I hear this guy, I was running so fast. This guy nearly mowed me down with it. He was riding the scooter thing. Oh no, he was riding on the skateboard. He was running so fast. And then I begin to hear like they are speaking more like country western, whatever, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I was supposed to be signing off a long time. Okay, so anyway, bye for now. I got customers waiting for me. Actually, I do printing here. I do printing. I teach music and stuff like that. And I have a lot of free time, so I do downloading to get my viewership up. So please subscribe, get my viewer. I'm trying to get YouTube to pay me for all this. This is called content creation, and I'm creating content for them to put the advertisements in it and remunerate me. It's called monetization or whatever. So for the timing, bye for now. Frank here, signing off.